What does it really mean for an AI to think? Today, we're diving deep into GPT-5 changes everything. GPT-5 changes everything. A single model unifies language, vision, sound, and code processing, all modalities natively. Persistent memory and tool use grant it agency, not just understanding. The shift from narrow prompt response AI to autonomous, goal driven systems is here. Every knowledge work industry will be reshaped. This is not an incremental update, it is a category transition. Teams gain a reasoning partner that executes. The productivity frontier moves by an order of magnitude. Safety is built in 81 words, but here's where it gets interesting. The modality wall limits intelligence. Today's models force a choice: text, vision, or audio. Cross-modal tasks require brittle orchestration of separate systems. Reasoning across formats is fragmented. Context is lost. Real-world problems are multimodal. Current AI is not. This fragmentation blocks the path to autonomous agency. Without unified perception, AI remains a collection of specialists, not a generalist. 77 words. So what's the real problem? Let's talk about fragmented pipelines create fragile intelligence. Separate encoders, translators, and orchestration glue multiply latency and error surfaces. Every modality boundary demands external memory hacks, breaking the model's internal reasoning flow. This brittle stack caps reliability and drives up cost. The result: AI that can answer but cannot act, can generate but cannot verify. True agency requires a unified sensory and reasoning core. The intelligence bottleneck is architectural, not just algorithmic. 76 words. This raises a critical question. One model, all modalities. GPT-5 processes text, images, video, audio, and code within a single transformer backbone. No modality switching. No translation layers. Information flows seamlessly. The model develops a fused, cross-modal understanding, linking spoken words, visual context, and structured data. This unified perception enables genuine reasoning across formats, not just pattern matching. The sensory silos collapse into one coherent intelligence, 79 words. Now let's zoom in on architecture of agency. At the core, a reasoning engine, a persistent memory stream, a tool orchestrator, and embedded safety guardrails. The system perceives through unified multimodal input, plans steps, executes via APIs, and self-corrects in real time. Memory persists across sessions, accumulating knowledge and personalizing behavior. The orchestrator chains third-party tools, code interpreters, and subagents autonomously. Agency is not an add-on. It is the native operating model. 82 words. Here's something most people overlook: 1 million tokens. Infinite recall. A 100x larger context window eliminates chunking and external vector stores for most use cases. Entire code bases, legal documents, or video transcripts fit within a single prompt. Persistent, cross-session memory lets the model learn user preferences, project history, and domain specifics. This memory is retrievable and updatable, enabling long-term agent relationships. Combined context and memory turn a stateless model into a stateful collaborator. The model remembers. It builds on the past, 81 words. Think about this for a second. Observe, reason, act. A single prompt triggers an agentic loop, gather multimodal data, reason over evidence, draft a report, generate a dashboard, schedule a review. GPT-5 autonomously selects and invokes APIs, writes and executes code, and coordinates subagents. Each step is verified against objectives and safety policies before the next. Failure triggers replanning, not collapse. This turns hours of manual orchestration into minutes of autonomous execution. It reasons, decides, and delivers 79 words, and this is where things get complex. Trust through transparency. Self verification reduces hallucinations. Every claim is linked to a source. When uncertain, the model refuses rather than confabulate. Real time safety monitors enforce constitutional guidelines and halt policy violations. Over 1,000 red teamers stress tested the system. Continuous bias audits are automated. Safety is not a filter, it is built into the reasoning process. Enterprise grade reliability meets frontier intelligence, 76 words. But here's where it gets interesting: one API. Infinite capability. The GPT-5 API delivers streaming with reasoning traces transparency into the model's thought process. Multimodal embeddings enable cross-modal search and clustering without glue code. Fine-tuning works with as few as 10 examples. The integrated playground allows building, testing, and deploying agentic workflows in minutes. Native function calling, structured JSON outputs, and secure code execution are built in. From prototype to production in one environment, 81 words. So what's the real problem? Let's talk about the economic multiplier. Early adopters report 10x gains in developer output and creative throughput. New roles emerge: AI orchestrator, synthetic data designer, agent supervisor. Cost structures in legal, healthcare, software, and finance are being rewritten. Intelligence as a service shifts from per-seat software to per-task utility. The ROI of cognitive labor is no longer linear, it compounds. This is the largest productivity unlock since the internet. The winner-take-most dynamics of AI are accelerating. 83 words. This raises a critical question. Autopilot, not copilot. GPT-5 moves beyond suggesting edits. It navigates applications, manages multi-step workflows, and deploys validated code. It operates within defined guardrails, seeking human confirmation only for high-risk decisions. Supervised autonomy: the model acts, the human oversees. This shifts the unit of work from a task to an objective. Knowledge workers become managers of AI agents, not operators of tools. The delegation economy begins. Teams multiply output without multiplying headcount, 75 words. Now, let's zoom in on tomorrow's intelligence. Continuous learning from real-world interaction refines the model post-deployment. Native integration with robotics extends agency into the physical world. Multi-agent collaboration: GPT-5 instances negotiate, delegate, and peer-review tasks. This architecture is the stepping stone to artificial general intelligence. The roadmap is transparent: reasoning depth, memory persistence, sensory expansion. Intelligence becomes ambient, accessible, safe. The next decade of civilization will be co-authored by humans and AI. We invite builders to shape this frontier. 80 words.